So for anyone that is interested in seeing this, this is what a backing plate is, and this is a spindle, an axle spindle, right? But I'm showing you this to show you there's some cars, like my mom's car, her rear brakes are not brake pads. They're not the brake pads that have the caliper, right? They have brake shoes just like this. So this is the brakes, and they call these shoes. These are able to come on and off. You can replace this whole backing plate for this particular setup here. But on vehicles, you can take the brake shoe like this. This brake shoe was born, as you can see, the brake pad, see how thin that is? It's all the way, like it's down to the metal. See how thin that is? So there was an old backing plate. So what I did here, you can get a spring tool, and a spring tool, something that looks like this, or you can use a plier, but getting it back on it'll be a little difficult if you don't have that spring tool. You just press down on there and turn the spring and loosen that little pin. It'll come out, it's in the back of there, and it'll loosen this brake shoe. And what you have to do is get your plier, loosen this side, this spring, loosen that spring. Some people use a hook. This is a spring hook, but I find this much more difficult versus just using one of these pliers, and you can just bend that back and loosen it a little bit, pull the hook, the springs off. And this hole, when you loosen it down here, once you loosen it here and loosen it here, you can take this whole brake shoe off, and you can replace the shoe. And you see the front shoe, that doesn't need to be replaced. It's just a brake pad basically, and it's connected to this shoe. It's called these shoes, right? And that's it. That's what brake shoes look like, for anybody that wants to know. And what happens is they'll press like that. When you apply the brake, it'll press out against the hub. There's a hub that fits over here. It'll press out against the hub, and that's what stops the car or a trailer or anything like that. But yeah, so these are brake shoes, and you can replace them, or you can loosen these 5 bolts here and just replace the entire backing plate that has the whole setup. But if you have extra brake shoes, it's simple to just take them off and replace the one that's bad, and then you have your magnet here. Sometimes this magnet wears out, you can replace the magnet. So anyway, I'm just sharing that for anybody that's interested. Have a blessed day, people of God.